Imagine stepping off a small plane onto an emerald green island, the air thick with rainforest and salt. Towering palms sway over black volcanic rocks, and turquoise waters sparkle under the equatorial sun. This is São Tomé and Príncipe, a place that feels untouched by time, known to only a few travellers. Crowds do not flock here. Guidebooks mention it only in passing. The islands are a secret whispered by those lucky enough to visit, a paradise lost in plain sight. The hidden islands near the equator. São Tomé and Príncipe are two small islands adrift in the Gulf of Guinea, off the west coast of Central Africa. They sit almost exactly on the equator, with São Tomé just north and Príncipe just south of this invisible line. The islands are close to the African mainland, about 250 kilometres from Gabon, but feel a world away from the busy continent. The country is tiny. São Tomé, the larger island, stretches just 50 kilometres long and 30 kilometres wide. Príncipe is smaller still, covering only 136 square kilometres. Together, both islands form Africa's second smallest nation, after Seychelles. Their isolation has helped preserve their unique character and rare wildlife. Once a distant Portuguese colony, São Tomé and Príncipe gained independence in 1975. The official language is Portuguese, but many speak local Creole dialects at home. The culture is a vibrant blend of African and European influences, seen in music, food, and daily life. Despite their small size, the islands have a big story. Their location, history, and people all contribute to their quiet mystery. Next, we delve into the dramatic landscapes that shape life here. São Tomé and Príncipe rose from the ocean millions of years ago, born from volcanic eruptions along a submerged mountain range. Their origins have left a dramatic mark on the land. Craggy peaks, black rocks and fertile soils shape the horizon at every turn. The most famous of these is Pico Grande, a needle-like volcanic plug that rises 370 metres above the rainforest, shrouded in mist and legend. Rainforests cover much of the islands, thick and green, teeming with life. Rivers tumble down from highlands, carving valleys and feeding lush mangroves. The land is a patchwork of dense jungle, cocoa plantations and tiny farms. Orchids, ferns and ancient trees thrive in the humid air. Along the coast, volcanic cliffs meet dazzling beaches of black or golden sand. Some bays are so quiet you may find yourself alone, watched only by crabs and seabirds. Inland, waterfalls like Cascata São Nicolau offer cool refuge from the sticky heat. The island's wild beauty feels both dramatic and peaceful, untamed yet welcoming. These landscapes are both the island's blessing and their challenge. Steep slopes make farming hard, but also protect the forest from overuse. Volcanic soils are rich, nurturing cocoa and tropical fruit. The island's shape and isolation have helped preserve a rare world. Walk through São Tomé's countryside and you will see rows of cocoa trees stretching beneath the jungle canopy. There are old Portuguese plantation houses now covered in moss and vines. For centuries, these islands were known as the Chocolate Islands, the world's leading producer of cocoa in the 19th and early 20th centuries. The legacy of chocolate shapes the landscape and the economy even today. Portuguese colonists arrived in the late 1400s, turning the islands into plantations for sugar, and later cocoa and coffee. They brought enslaved Africans to work the fields. Over time, people from many backgrounds mixed, creating a culture that is both African and Portuguese. This history is bittersweet, marked by hardship but also resilience and creativity. Today, small farmers and cooperatives are bringing São Tomé's cocoa back to life. The islands produce fine organic chocolate prized by chefs around the world. Visiting a plantation, you can watch the journey from pod to bar, the sweet pulp, the drying beans, the rich taste of pure chocolate. It is a delicious way to understand the island's past and present. Chocolate is not just a product here, it is a story of survival and pride. It connects the people to their land and to the wider world, one taste at a time. São Tomé and Príncipe are a treasure chest of unusual wildlife. Their isolation has allowed many plants and animals to evolve nowhere else on Earth. Over 30 species of birds, including the São Tomé grosbeak and Príncipe kingfisher, are found only here. Giant tree frogs and orchids add to the island's sense of wonder. The forests are alive with sound. Monkeys chatter in the branches, butterflies flash blue and yellow in the sunlight. In the rivers, rare fish and freshwater crabs hide among the rocks. Offshore, humpback whales, dolphins and sea turtles visit the warm, clear waters. Yet this paradise is fragile. Logging, farming and climate change threaten forests and wildlife. Conservationists work with local communities to protect habitats and establish nature reserves. The Obo Natural Park, covering much of both islands, is a sanctuary for rare species and a hope for the future. São Tomé and Príncipe show how people and nature can thrive together. Protecting this wild paradise is a shared mission, a promise to future generations. There is much to discover in São Tomé and Príncipe, even for the most curious traveller. Start at the capital, São Tomé City, with its faded colonial houses, lively markets and blue and white churches. Walk along palm-lined avenues, taste fresh fruit and listen to music drifting from cafes. Head north to visit the Rosa Agostinho Neto, a grand old cocoa plantation frozen in time. In the south, hike through the rainforest to the base of Pico Grande, or swim in the hidden pools of Cascata São Nicolau. The island's beaches are unforgettable. Praia Hale is a nesting site for giant sea turtles, while Praia Inheim offers golden sands and warm, clear water. On Príncipe, visit Santo Antonio, Africa's smallest capital city, and explore the UNESCO-listed Biosphere Reserve. Don't miss the Equator Monument at Ilhéu das Rolas, where you can stand with one foot in each hemisphere. Everywhere you go, you'll find warmth, colour and stories waiting to be discovered. Exploring São Tomé and Príncipe means embracing adventure, peace and surprise, often all in the same day. Life on São Tomé and Príncipe moves at a gentle pace, but development is undeniable. Roads are improving and new guest houses appear each year. The islands now have mobile networks, internet access and even solar-powered villages. Young people use smartphones to connect with the world, mixing tradition with modern ideas. Yet daily life retains a deep sense of community. Fishermen still mend nets by hand. Families gather outside in the evenings, sharing stories and music. The markets are full of local produce, bananas, breadfruit, fish and, of course, cocoa. Festivals blend African drumming with Portuguese melodies, creating a culture that is vibrant and unique. Education and healthcare are improving. New projects bring clean water and solar power to remote villages. Tourism is growing, but local leaders work to keep the islands peaceful and unspoiled. Visitors often remark on the friendliness and calm of São Tomé and Príncipe. qualities that make the islands feel safe and welcoming. Through it all, the people balance growth with pride in their heritage. The result is a place that feels both timeless and hopeful. São Tomé and Príncipe are becoming a dream for eco-tourists and adventurers. Unlike crowded beaches in the Caribbean or Indian Ocean, the islands remain quiet, wild, and uncrowded. Here you can hike through ancient forests, snorkel above coral reefs, or watch turtles nest by moonlight, all without a crowd in sight. Eco-lodges blend into the jungle, built with local materials and a focus on conservation. Guided tours support wildlife protection, while local chefs serve fresh organic food. Birdwatchers, divers and explorers find a paradise that feels private and real. The island's small size means less impact on the environment, and tourism brings vital support for conservation projects. Safety is another treasure. Crime is rare and visitors are welcomed as friends. Compared to other tropical hotspots, São Tomé and Príncipe offer a rare mix of nature, culture and peace. It is a place where you can truly unplug and reconnect with the world. For those who seek the road less travelled, these islands are a final frontier, Africa's hidden Eden. In a world of famous beaches and crowded resorts, São Tomé and Príncipe remain a rare secret. Here, nature and history, adventure and calm meet on islands forgotten by time. Their rainforests, volcanic peaks and turquoise waters create a landscape like no other, wild, beautiful and full of life. The island's story is one of survival, hope and quiet pride. From their volcanic birth to their chocolate legacy, they offer lessons in resilience and wonder. Today, they welcome curious travellers, eco-tourists and dreamers who seek something special, something true. Why does nobody talk about São Tomé and Príncipe? Perhaps because paradise prefers to whisper, not shout. But now the secret is out. For those who dare to explore, these islands promise unforgettable memories, gentle beauty, and a sense of discovery that is rare in the modern world. São Tomé and Príncipe are more than a destination. They are an invitation to see, to listen, and to wonder. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe so you don't miss our new uploads. Also like, share, and comment.